What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, Crypto Warriors? It's Sergeant Crypto back at it again. Today is Thursday, June 18th, 2020. Insanity. Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Albert Einstein. While you're ruminating on that and what that really means, smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, and the notification bell to get notified when I upload new videos. And thank you for taking the time out to watch my videos. Let's get into it. Got 3 good stories for you today. This one is coming out of Cointelegraph. Major crypto debit card issuer reportedly missing $2.1 billion in cash. I just want 1%, man. I'll even take a 0.5%. Damn it, I'll even take 0.01%, or no, 0.1%. All right. As reported by the Financial Times on June 18th, today, auditors from Big Four accounting company EY, Ernst & Young, could not confirm the existence of $1.9 billion in euro. I'm sorry, 1.9 billion euros. Sorry, in cash, or about $2.1 billion. According to earlier reporting by the Financial Times, Wirecard staff in Dubai and Dublin appear to have conspired to falsely inflate sales and profits for almost a decade. So over the past 10 years, they've been fudging the numbers. During the best economic boom in modern history, they've been fudging the numbers. And now that everything bubble has popped, we're starting to see a lot of shaky situations here throughout all sorts of industries. And this debit card issuer, which is on a level of like a Visa and MasterCard and things that nature, they have been fudging the numbers for the past 10 years. And I'll put this here. They were trying to pull an exit scam. However, Crypto.com is not the only provider that could be affected by this. Wirecard is currently the debit card issuer for WireX, 10X, and CryptoPay. So they issue debit cards for a variety of cryptocurrency debit card companies. And they basically try to pull an exit scam on all of them. And they've been fudging the numbers. So they go to this nascent industry, this new industry, and try to pull the wool over these legit companies' eyes. And it's no fault of these crypto companies, right? No fault of their own. They are just trying to make the adoption of cryptocurrency a little less bumpy, make it a little bit more smooth by introducing credit and debit cards for people to use their cryptos on a daily basis. And this company is trying to pull the wool over their eye and fudge the numbers. A notable exception in this group is Coinbase card, which is currently issued by PaySafe Financial Services. So Coinbase card isn't affected. Coinbase isn't affected. Furthermore, Coinbase became a principal Visa issuer in February, which would put it on the same level as Wirecard and PaySafe. So Coinbase, they could issue their own Visa debit card and not have to worry about it. Like they have that stamp from Visa, just like Wirecard and PaySafe. But Wirecard have been fudging the numbers for almost a decade now. There are a few providers willing to work with cryptocurrency companies, just like I've stated before, and the crypto debit card industry largely remains vulnerable to struggling principal issuers. And that's what we're seeing right here, that the issuers of these cards, like Wirecard, the issuers of these crypto debit cards, they're shady. And they're trying to take advantage of the fact that this new industry is trying to become more legit. And I don't want to say that they're desperate, but nobody is willing to work with them. So the shady ones are willing to work with the crypto companies. And I think it'll give a black eye to crypto, so to speak, but it's not our fault. It's not the crypto industry fault. It's the shady, traditional finance industry that's at fault here. Next, 77% of Bitcoin volume is generated by boomers for this Bitcoin broker. The demand for baby boomers from baby boomers is generating most of the growth for San Franciscan Bitcoin broker River Financial, the Paul Tudor Jones effect. Most surveys conclude that younger generations are more reciprocal to Bitcoin, making this data seem counterintuitive. The company's co-founder and CEO Alex Leishman told Bloomberg that Bitcoin is becoming more mainstream and many investors are following in the footsteps of Paul Tudor Jones. A couple of weeks ago, Paul Tudor Jones, legendary trader from the 80s, made a lot of money during that time. He came out a couple of weeks ago and said he's finally dipping his toes into Bitcoin. Although it's not actual Bitcoin, it's Bitcoin futures, he's still dipping his toes into it and taking 2% of not only his net worth, but also the company that he runs, the hedge fund that he runs, 2% of the funds, and placing it on a Bitcoin bet, so to speak. And we're seeing that more and more people are warming up to Bitcoin because of the steps that he took. And he came out publicly and stated that he is taking these steps, and now more and more people are following in his footsteps. And we're going to see that trend continue. Here we are. We have the average and median household wealth by age. And as you can see, the average and median wealth is higher for, obviously the older you are. So the older you are, the more money you have stashed away. And we're seeing that that's a lot of money that could come into the market if they start to follow and put 1 to 2% of their wealth as well into Bitcoin. Households in this older group possess on average 10 to 30 times as much wealth as the millennial demographic. Self-explanatory. They've been in the workforce longer. They've been saving longer. They have more assets. Makes sense. Next, Deloitte. Vechain safer and more scalable than Ethereum. This is big news for Vechain bag holders. I am a bag holder of Vechain, just to be transparent here. And this is good news for me. And I'm going to shield the hell out of this. I don't care. Deloitte reviews the evolution of the industry in 2019 and refers to 2020 as the beginning of the blockchain decade. Deloitte named 4 platforms that will remain in the race for leadership in the blockchain sector: Corda, Hyperledger, Ethereum, and Vechain. Ethereum isn't going anywhere. However, they're stating that from their research, all right, and if you don't know who Deloitte is, Deloitte, again, is one of the big 4 accounting firms. Just like a couple of stories ago, this one right here, we saw that EY, Ernst & Young, is the one that did the audit on this shady company, Wirecard. So Deloitte is another big 4 of the firms that do audits and do research and things of that nature. Anyway, we're seeing that they're saying big blockchain sector, the leaders in the space are going to be Corda, Hyperledger, Ethereum, and Vechain. According to the survey, the main use cases on which investors and companies will focus 2020 are data validation, data access, and sharing identity protection. Vechain is positioned to be one of the dominant platforms in these three use cases because of its high security and scalability, as Deloitte states. Ethereum, on the other hand, is more likely to be a platform on which a new token economy is built. Both platforms could benefit from that, according to Deloitte. Like I said, Ethereum isn't going anywhere. Ethereum have a ton of companies and institutions, countries, governments all building on it. It's not going anywhere. However, they're pointing out that Vechain is poised to take a huge market share within this 2020 decade of the blockchain because of their scalability and security. Coming right from Deloitte, one of the big 4 accounting firms. Again, to my Vechain bag holders, congratulations to you guys and myself, of course. And we'll see. We'll see how this plays out over the next 2 to 5 years. This thing isn't going to, moon and skyrocket basically overnight because of this news, and you can expect ridiculous price action. However, moving forward, this is great news for Vechain and Ethereum as well. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think. Smash that like, hit that subscribe button, notification bell to get notified when I upload new videos. And thank you for watching. It's Sergeant Crypto, and I'm out. Peace.